It's the dictionary. 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 It's the dictionary.
Boom, 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 boom. Hello, word nerds. Welcome to the dictionary. Hey, let's do some voices today. What is this voice? I don't know. It's a very fun voice. Hello, I'm Spencer. Telling you all about the dictionary. Have you heard about the dictionary? Let me explain it to you. There's words, there's definitions. What does the word mean? I don't know. You go to the dictionary. The podcast, of course. You go to the podcast and you learn all about the dictionary. You learn all about the words that you don't know. You learn about the words that you do know. Because maybe there's something that you didn't know about the word that you knew. All right, the first word in this episode is gotcha. 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 It is a noun from 1974. It is an unexpected, usually disconcerting challenge, revelation, or catch. Also, an attempt to embarrass, expose, or disgrace someone with a gotcha. An example of the person who might be embarrassed, exposed, or disgraced by a gotcha would be a politician. Like you're putting them into a gotcha situation because this is a noun. Now, what's interesting is that it says they're using the word in the definition. An attempt to embarrass, expose, or disgrace someone with a gotcha is a gotcha. This is an alternative of got you, like, hey, I'm going to put you into the situation to embarrass you because I know that it's going to embarrass you, and I know that you need to be embarrassed because you're a politician who's doing and saying some bad things. So, yeah, it's a gotcha. We got you. We embarrassed you. Now go cry in the corner. But the first part was an unexpected, usually disconcerting challenge, revelation, or catch. Oh, you put me into a disconcerting challenge. This is a gotcha. I don't know how I'm going to do this. You got me good. All right, that's gotcha. Now, let's move on to, what are we doing? What am I going to say? I'm going to go, meow, like, gotcha. All right, next is Goth, capital Goth. This is the first form. It is a noun from the 14th century. We have a number of Goth words, and I feel like they're similar but different. I've never really fully understand what does Gothic mean. Well, I think it's different depending on the context. So, number one for Goth is a member of a Germanic people that overran the Roman Empire in the early centuries of the Christian era. Okay, so early years of Christians, there was the big Roman Empire. Rome started off little and it expanded, and it was massive. And these Germanic people, called the Goths, said, you know what? Nah, this is a gotcha. Number two, this is often not capitalized. So 2A is rock music marked by dark and morbid lyrics. Let's look up an example of typical goth song. This is in general, maybe not the songs that I grew up listening to, but I am open to all music. I love all music. And let's put this link in the show notes. It's from Rolling Stone. It is the 50 best goth songs of all time. The AI, whatever, it's just text. It says, the ultimate and most typical goth song is Bela Lugosi's Dead by Bauhaus, alongside other genre-defining classics like A Forest by The Cure and Spellbound by Susie and the Banshees. I think I might actually know that one. I at least am aware of Susie and the Banshees. Key characteristics of a typical goth song: the sound. It is driven by heavy, echoing bass lines, sparse and eerie guitar textures, driving minimalist drum machines, and heavy use of audio reverb. The vocation. It is melancholic, theatrical, haunting, and dramatic vocals. The mood is dark romanticism, tragedy, gloom, and a fascination with the macabre or the supernatural. Yeah, sounds cool and fun and creepy, and I do enjoy that. Let's see. What does Rolling Stone have to say? I don't want this. Okay. Let's see. Oh, the number 50 on the list is Strawberry Switchblade by Since Yesterday, or is that the... No, that's Strawberry Switchblade is the band. The song is Since Yesterday. That's from 1985. And then let's scroll all the way down. Oh, yeah. Number 1, think the AI just pulled it from Rolling Stone. It is Bela Lugosi's Dead by Bauhaus, 1979. The first song that band ever recorded. It was if we had been playing this strange song for years, wrote the bassist. Oh man, now I gotta start learning all of these songs. I have so much music knowledge to learn. Goth. Okay, now what else do we got? We got to be a fan or performer of goth is a goth. You know, you've heard about them. You've seen them. I never had a goth stage. Maybe it's still in my future. Maybe there will be a goth version of me somewhere out there. It's like an avatar, different clothes. You just swap out different things. Number 3, a person who wears mostly black clothing, uses dark dramatic makeup, and often has dyed black hair. I guess technically that's different than to be a fan or performer of goth. So, this number 3 definition, the person who wears the black and has the dramatic makeup, that they may not necessarily like goth music or perform goth music. We just call them goth because they're maybe kind of similar. Is that how the people who like the music would dress? And everything, that's the typical idea, and so maybe they're like, nope, I don't like goth music. I like to dress in these clothes because it makes me feel true to myself. But what I enjoy is K-pop. Okay, so this word, this is going all the way back to the Germanic people. It is Middle English goth, partly from the Old English gotan, which is partly from the Lower Latin gothi, and that's pretty much it. It doesn't say anything about German in there, or any other things, and it doesn't say what the word means at all. So I guess they just called themselves the Goths. But what I would like to know is how did we start calling this music goth music? Well, maybe our future definitions will explain it. Okay, it is sound effect time. What did I do? I went, what? Now we have the second form of goth, which is an abbreviation for gothic, which is blah, our next word. It's the first form of gothic. We got a number of definitions. Oh, and there's one huge one. This is an adjective from 1591. 1A. It is of relating to or resembling the Goths, their civilization, or their language. And I assume their language was also probably Gothic. And 1B, the synonyms are Teutonic and Germanic. I've heard of the Teutons, Teutonic is Teutonic. Germanic, well, the Goths were a Germanic people, so of course this makes sense. 1C, the synonym, is the number 1 definition for the word medieval. Just old. Old. I mean, that makes sense, because what did we learn? We learned that the Goths they overran the Roman Empire in the early centuries of the Christian era. So do we just need to look up, when did the Goths overrun Rome? When did the Goths overrun Rome. Oh, they have a specific date? Did we have these dates so specifically back then? Also called the Visigoths, led by King Alaric, overran and sacked Rome on August 24th, 410 AD. And this episode is, and I think all the months got mixed around after that, I think. So it's whatever. But this episode, interestingly, is airing on August 24th, 2026. So, whoa, that's interesting. So what was that? 1,600 years? 1,600 years? Am I doing my math correctly? Just about. Okay, so that was definitely the early centuries of the Christian era. The Christian era. Medieval, I think that's pretty much medieval times. Medieval times? Ooh, jousting. All right, 1D for Gothic. The synonyms are uncouth and barbarous. Barbarous? I think it's barbarous. So yeah, just like, that just also reminds me of medieval. Just people fighting all the time, being barbarians, uncouth, using their hands to eat their food, putting their elbows on the table, slouching. Those Gothic peoples are so uncouth and barbarous. All right, here we go. Let's get into it. 2A for Gothic. This is of, relating to, or having the characteristics of a style of architecture developed in northern France and spreading through Western Europe from the middle of the 12th century to the early 16th century, that is characterized by the converging of weights and strains at isolated points upon slender vertical piers and counterbalancing buttresses, and by pointed arches and vaulting. And if I remember correctly, I believe, is Notre Dame a classic example of Gothic architecture? Let's just look up that. Is Notre Dame Gothic? Yes. Oh, thank you, computer. You said yes, and you validated my feelings. One of the most famous and iconic examples of French Gothic architecture. Construction began in 1163, the 12th century, and took nearly 2 centuries, 200 years to build that building. And then it felt like another 200 years to fix it from the fire. I finally got to go inside of that building. I have been to Paris multiple times. I had been outside that building 3 or 4 times before I finally got to go inside, and it's fine. 2B, of or relating to the architectural style reflecting the influence of the medieval Gothic. So this one seems a little bit different. Is the medieval Gothic those Germanic peoples? So is that a whole separate kind of architectural style? Number 3, this one would often not be capitalized. It is of or relating to a style of fiction characterized by the use of desolate or remote settings and macabre, mysterious, or violent incidents. Ooh. So this is making me think that this type of fiction is the thing that spurred on the music, the fans, the performers, that style of music writing. Because macabre, mysterious, violent, maybe. What are some of the lyrics of some of these gothic songs? Let's see. Let's just look up what are the lyrics to. There was a better way to do this. Bela Lugosi's dead. You could just write Bela Lugosi's dead lyrics. White on white, translucent black capes. Back on the rack, Bela Lugosi's dead. The bats have left the bell tower. The victims have been bled. Red velvet lines the black box. And it goes on from there. Undead. They say undead a lot. That looks fun. All right. Let's see. Gothically. Oh, let's just quickly talk about the fiction. I don't know this stuff. That was a quick talk. Yeah. So, I don't know. Let's also just look up typical example of Gothic literature. Classic examples of Gothic literature include The Castle of Otranto by Horace Walpole, Frankenstein, yes, by Mary Shelley, and Dracula or Dracula by Bram Stoker. Dark settings, scary moods, strange events to tell stories about fear and mystery. And, there's also The Mysteries of Udolpho and more. Jane Eyre, Wuthering Heights, The Fall of the House of Usher, The Picture of Dorian Gray. All of those would be later Gothic and Victorian. Okay, fantastic. Wonderful. Good times had by all. Let's move on to the second form of Gothic. Still with a capital G. Noun from 1691. 1A, the synonym is black letter. I don't remember what that is. Do we have to look it up? It doesn't sound good. I don't think I want to receive a black letter. We just saw a movie that where somebody was sending love letters in a black envelope, and I was like, well, that's pretty cool. You don't see that every day. Let's see. Black letter is heavy angular condensed typeface used especially by the earliest European printers and base. It's a font. And also style of writing. So Gothic. Of course. Of course, I have seen this. I should probably post a picture of course, Notre Dame, and also Gothic font. Yeah. This is classic. Your classic Gothic font. There's a few different versions of it, but essentially it's got these very swoopy capital letters. Lots of different kinds of this. And this very sort of angular. It's like you're writing it with a pen that only is angled one way. That's your very typical Gothic font, but different versions. Flourishes, points. Lots of points. You got to have points in your Gothic black letter font. All right, what else? We got 1B. The synonym is sans serif, which, if you know words, then you know that sometimes letters are written with just little lines going off the edges of the ends of the letters, and those are called serifs. But sans serif means no serifs here. We don't want any serifs in our font. Get rid of all the serifs. Gothic has no serifs. I guess I'm looking at these. I don't know. I guess there's no serifs. Number 2 is Gothic art style or decoration. Specifically, though, the Gothic architectural style is Gothic. It's the Gothic noun. Look at that beautiful Gothic art style and decorations. What would decorations be? Gothic decorations. If you are a Goth or were a Goth and enjoy the font, the stories, the music, maybe you have some Goth decorations. I don't know. I'm thinking, if we're talking about the macabre, mysterious, violent, I don't know, skulls. I enjoy skulls. I do very much. Just like that, just like creepy stuff, Halloween stuff, maybe. All those fun things. Number 3, the East Germanic language of the Goths is Gothic. It says, go see the Indo-European languages table, which we will do soonish. Checking my clock. It's a ways away. Couple years. Number 4 is often not capitalized. This is a novel, film, or play in the Gothic style. Ooh, the scary, scary Gothic style. Yeah. One of those, that's a Gothic. We just had the new Frankenstein. That was pretty Gothic. We had the new Nosferatu. That was also I would say probably pretty Gothic. Very, very much related to the Dracula, the original Dracula story. And that's it. That's all we got. I don't know what's happening. Next is Gothic arch. 2 words. The G is still capitalized. That capital G will never go away. It is a noun from 1739. It is a pointed arch, but especially one with a joint instead of a keystone at its apex. Oh man, when those when those people designing buildings back all those hundreds of years ago, somebody was like, you know what? I don't really want a joint in my arch. I would rather have a keystone. And all the other architects were like, what are you even talking about? You can't do that. You can't break the rules that way. Yes, you do. You hold my beer. Yeah. So let's see. Gothic arch is also a pointed or ogival arch is an architectural feature defined by 2 curving sides that meet at a sharp point at the top. It's got equilateral, lancet, and drop arches. Those are some key types. And what's a joint? It's just got a stone at the top where they meet, I guess. Formed by the intersection of 2 distinct circular arcs, directing weight downward more efficiently than semicircular arches. Okay. And don't forget about the flying buttresses. Woo! There goes my flying buttresses. All right. It's how can you not just have a little fun with those words? Yep. Next is Gothicism. Still with a capital G, noun from 1710. Number 1 is barbarous lack of taste or elegance. Oh, you're showing your Gothicism when you are eating with your hands. Eating, I imagine like, a turkey leg kind of thing, that medieval times. Lack of taste and elegance. I guess I have a little Gothicism in that way. Clearly, I have no taste. I am not elegant in any way, but every once in a while it's fun to just pretend. It's fun to just pretend to be elegant. It's fun to pretend to not have Gothicism. Gothic, all this stuff, it's like, on the one hand, it's old and barbarous and this lack of elegance and taste and brutal, but then it's also this architectural style that's very fancy, which is absolutely elegant, not a lack of taste. So we have very differing uses of this word describing things that are very different. And then, of course, we have the macabre, the Gothic macabreness. Okay, what else about Gothicism? Number 2, conformity to or practice of Gothic style. Gothicist, that is a noun. All of you goth people out there, if you consider yourself a goth, I think you should now call yourself a gothicist. It sounds much more fancy. It almost sounds like a professor. I'm a gothicist, studying all of the gothic things out there in the world, but dressed in black with distinct heavy makeup and dyed black hair, but also a monocle and a pipe. Yep. Okay, moving on to gothicize. Transitive verb from 1712. It's often capitalized, and it is to make Gothic. So when I put on all of those dark clothes, maybe with belts and zippers, and I don't know what else, and also dye my hair black, maybe just put on a long black wig, and also put on, white and black makeup and maybe other colors. When I do all that, I am gothicizing myself. I think it would be fun to do a character like that. Blah. Next is Gothic, capital Gothick. It is the chiefly British variation of Gothic with no K, which is the version that we've been talking about this whole time. The Brits decided that word needed a K. How will you even understand how to pronounce it if it doesn't have a K? Gothis? Gothic? It's Gothic. Blah. Next is Gothic revival. 2 words with the first letters are capitalized, and this is our last Gothic word. It is a noun from 1869. An artistic style or movement of the 18th and 19th centuries inspired by and imitative of the Gothic style, especially in architecture. So I think we're talking about, it was imitating the Gothic style. Probably, I imagine especially in architecture. So like the Notre Dame style back in those days. What years were those? The 12th to 16th centuries. So that 400-year time was the first. And then later, a couple hundred years later, they were like, you know what? That stuff was pretty cool. I think we want to imitate that. We want to try that again. All those people are dead. Nobody's making that stuff anymore, and we really liked it. Let's revive the Gothic architectural style and other things. Let's have a Gothic revival. Yay! Yep. Next is go through. 2 words. Verb from 1513. It is only intransitive. Number 1, to continue firmly or obstinately to the end. There's a quote. It is, I was going through with it if it killed me. That is a quote from A.W. Long. Just like, oh my God, I just have to get to the end. I will continue firmly. I will be obstinate. I will be stubborn. I will go through even if it kills me. Has anybody ever said that and meant it, or said it and it became true and they actually died at the end of whatever thing? I will do this if it kills me. I hope not. 2A. To receive approval or sanction, the synonym is pass. Just go through, just pass. Did you get your approval? Are you allowed to go through security? Yes, you may pass, you may go through, but it's a long line and you got to take off your shoes and you got to take out all your electronics. You can go through, but it's going to be a pain. I will go through security even if it kills me. 2B. To come to a desired or satisfactory conclusion. To come to a desired, we finally reached the end. We went through all that stuff. We got there. Oh, we're so satisfied. The end has come. We didn't die. We goed through. Yep. Now, we have go to, 2 words with a hyphen. Adjective from 1985. This is relied on for expert knowledge or skill. The example is the company's go-to guy. Oh, yeah, every company's got a go-to guy. Who's that guy? That person. I think we could just say that person. Every company's got a go-to guy who's got the knowledge, got the skill. Oh, crap, I don't know how to use that thing. Go call up the go-to guy. Hey, go-to guy, can you get over here and fix our thing? I'm the go-to guy. I'll be right there. I'll fix your stuff because I have expert knowledge and skill and you don't. Let's keep it that way so I can be your go-to guy. I am your go-to guy for words and bonkers things. Blah. Now we have go to again, but no hyphen. It is a verb from the 15th century, and it is only intransitive. There's 2 definitions, and both of them are archaic. Number 1, this is used interjectionally as an exhortation. The example is, this is a quote. Oh, it's from the Bible. And they said one to another, go to, let us make brick. Genesis 11:3, and then it says AV. Don't know. Auto vehicle. That's what that stands for. used interjectionally as an exhortation. So, and they said one to another, go to, let us make brick. Reminds me of like, let us break bread, let us do a thing, let us get together and do this thing. Let us make brick. Oh, let's make bricks, baby. That's going to be so fun. Go to. Okay. Yeah, archaic, for sure. Number 2 is used interjectionally to express disapproval or disbelief. We have a quote from Shakespeare. Go to. You have known what you should not. Okay. You learned some stuff and you shouldn't have done that. I'm pretty disappointed in you for finding that out, or the person telling you that information. Go to. We got a problem here. I want to look up what's the quote from Shakespeare about go to. I don't know his work very well, so I don't know what it's from. I don't know what the context is. Let's see. It's common exclamation used by Shakespeare, express impatience, disbelief, or scolding dismissal, much like come on, or come now, or stop it. It appears across several of his plays, rather just in one single famous line. Let's see, anything. It's in Hamlet. Polonius says, "My lord, he hath importuned me with love in honorable fashion." And Ophelia says, "Aye, fashion you may call it. Go to. I don't know what we're talking about. Romeo and Juliet. Spoken by Lord Capulet to scold and quiet Tybalt during the masquerade ball. He says, go to. You are a saucy boy. Is't so, indeed? Yeah, Tybalt was being pretty saucy, I guess. In Macbeth, it is spoken by the doctor while observing Lady Macbeth sleepwalking and talking guilty of the murders. And, this is the quote. Macbeth says, or the doctor says, go to. You have known what you should not. Because she knows about the murders. And he's like, you shouldn't know about the murders. Go, get out of here. I don't know. Was Shakespeare the one who turned this phrase into this disapproval, disbelief kind of situation? I mean, we know he made up a bunch of words, so maybe he was like, well, there was that phrase from the Bible. I'm going to use it for this kind of thing. How did people know? Maybe it already was a phrase. All right, let's keep on going. Gotten. Gotten. It's the past form of get. And let's go to one more entry in this episode, which is also our very last GOT word. What? It is, it's a fun one. Götterdämmerung. Götterdämmerung. Something like that. Or Götterdämmerung. It is spelled capital Gotterdämmerung. And we have the double dots. The umlaut, I think there's another name for it. We have that over the O at the start and the A. And there's really only one O and one A, and then an E and a U. We're just missing the I. Götterdämmerung. Okay, we got it. It is a noun from 1909. What is it? It is a collapse marked by catastrophic violence and disorder. An example of the collapse would be a society or a regime. Oh. Maybe we shall see a Götterdämmerung in our lifetime somewhere. Wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, there. Hopefully, actually. But we have broadly just the synonym downfall, as in the Götterdämmerung of communism. But communism is still around in some places, so I don't know. I guess it's not as big as it used to be. Communism was a pretty big thing. Now it's not so big because it had a Götterdämmerung. Where does this word come from? I think you can probably imagine it is German. It literally means twilight of the gods. It is from Götter, which is the plural of Gott, which means God, and Dämmerung, which means twilight. It's right there. It's pretty simple. Twilight of the gods. It's just like, oh, the gods had their time. The time is ending. It's the twilight years, the golden years, in fact, of the gods. They had so much power and everything, and everybody loved them. Everybody loved them, and now people are like, the gods, you could move on, go on to your next stage of life. We've got other things to do over here. Interesting. Okay. I love that we have these long, complicated German words in English specifically. I don't know a lot of them, but I know this one now, and I know. Oh boy, I lost it. It's gonna come back to me. Schadenfreude. That's the one. That's a good one. All right. Hey. Let's pick a word of the episode. Today we had gotcha. Goth, Gothic, Gothic arch, Gothicism, Gothicize, Gothic revival, go through, go to, gotten, and Götterdämmerung. Whew. I mean, I definitely am tempted to pick one of these Gothic words because, at the very least, it's got a whole range of possible things can be Gothic. But also, Götterdämmerung is also pretty interesting about the collapse of a society or a regime. Okay, let's pick Götterdämmerung as the word of the episode with Gothic as just a close front runner because, Gothic, there's cool stuff out there that's Gothic, especially the people. Götterdämmerung. Götterdämmerung. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. The regime is falling. The people have spoken. There's a revival. Nope, I was looking for a different word. The brain is so old. What do they call it? Yeah. The resistance. The resistance has spoken. They're creating the Götterdämmerung. All right. We got there. There might have even been another word I was looking for, but resistance is fine. All right, it's movie time. It's movie time. It's movie time. Spencer loves movies. He loves watching movies. He loves talking about movies. He's a movie head. The next movie that I saw is The Age of Audio. This was a documentary about podcasting, actually. It's hosted by a podcaster, so it's a little meta in that way. I gather that he maybe was hired by the creators to be like, well, hey, dude, you've been doing pretty good. You've got some good podcasts out there, and you've got some stuff going on. So we would like to sort of focus on you as somebody, a success story, who's come up. Who in the podcast world, who started from nothing and has been very successful, and you should also host it. And also then we'll talk about other people, about podcasting and how it got started, and it's a fascinating history, and just what it's all about. And I'm just sort of here with my podcast, just sort of sitting in the wings, just hanging out with the rest of the funky people, just saying, hey, hi, we're here too. Don't only support the really big ones with the celebrities. Come find some weird shit over here. All right, that's going to be the end of the episode. Thank you so much for checking out my show. And until next time, this is Spencer, dispensing information. Goodbye.